Jonathan William Harbaugh. Is it continuity or complacency? That's the question that a lot of us Ravens fans have right now when it comes to Steve Bisciotti and his decision making when it comes to the Ravens coaching. Throughout Bisciotti's business career in entrepreneurship, he has placed high value on continuity, keeping everything the same, not jumping ship when things go bad, just staying the course. And these are the things that made him a billionaire, and I understand it. But in the world of sports, is this really working out? Granted, John Harbaugh is a Super Bowl winning coach. He is a coach that just recently got his 150th win in the NFL, which is an outstanding feat because not a lot of coaches reach that level. But when does it reach the level of complacency? When do we get to a point where we say, you know what you're doing isn't working, your word is getting stale? And I think, to me, one thing that kind of took it over the top was Patrick Queen. He recently stated to the media, same old scenario. I'm pretty sick of it. Got to clean it up. Was that a shot at John Harbaugh? Or was that a shot at the team in general? To me, I think it lends its ear to coaching, because the Ravens seem to have the same issues year in and year out. Clock management, miscommunications, people not knowing the plays, games that we are supposed to win, we don't win. Now, I understand this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, any team can be beat on any day. But it just seems to me that we drop more games than other franchises when it comes to playing down to the competition. Are we not up for these games? Are we not prepared to go into these games and dominate the teams that we're supposed to dominate? I understand situational matchups. Every team's not a good fit, but we just aren't winning the games we need to win. No, this isn't college, but in college, when you have a team that loses to its rivals repeatedly, something has to be done. It just doesn't sit well with the fan base. But for us, it seems to be okay. We have lost 6 out of the last 7 games to the Pittsburgh Steelers. And mind you, these are not the dominant Pittsburgh Steelers teams of the past. And more times than not, it falls upon the coaching. Not taking the points when we need to. This always bites us in the behind. Every single time. We did not go for the field goal Sunday. And when we did not pick up that first down, somebody said, hey, we're going to lose this game 11-10. And I believed it. Like, from that point on, I was not interested in the game because I knew how this game was going to play out. Insanity. Doing the same thing over and over, expecting different results. And that seems to be what we have going on with this team. We have these same issues with John Harbaugh that we've had since he was a rookie coach in 2008. It just befuddles me. I'm just totally lost and confused how you can be an NFL coach for so long but get worse as the years go on and continuously make these same mistakes. How many times do we not go for it? We have the greatest field goal kicker in NFL history, and we don't utilize him. Like, honestly, I don't remember seeing Justin Tucker on the field the last few games. He's been there, but I don't remember seeing him. I just know in situations where we needed those points, they didn't come. The lack of discipline from this team blows my mind. I don't understand it. Personal foul penalties, the offsides, I know teams have them, but we seem to have them in abundance, and that falls on the head coach. When your coordinators are struggling, the head coach is supposed to step in. John Harbaugh does nothing. He stands there with that blank look on his face like, what's going on? What am I supposed to do? You are the head man. You've been here long enough to take control of this. Now, does he have his guys play for him? Yes, they play hard for him. He seems to be a player's coach. His players love him. But is his message getting stale? He's not lost the locker room, but has he lost faith from the locker room? I brought this up in a video last year. The Golden State Warriors had Mark Jackson. Mark Jackson took them out of mediocrity and made them relevant in the NBA again. But management thought, hey, he can only take us so far. So they went out and got Steve Kerr. And look what happened. And what I'm saying to you all is maybe John Harbaugh has taken his team as far as it can go. Maybe he's limited with his coaching ability and can only get this team so far. Now, all the blame is not on him. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm a petty person. But when it comes to business, that has to go out the window. That doghouse of his, it needs to be gone. It should have been gone because it's hurting the team. Put your best players out there and you play your best players. Put your pride aside and coach this team. We should not be sitting here at 3-2, struggling the way that we are. He holds on to coordinators a little bit too long. His friendships precede what's best for the team. Now, I'm not saying Todd Morgan is going to be a bust. He's not doing his job. But this man came out and said, I didn't interview him. My sister said he was good. He's good. That is not how a professional conducts himself and expects to win. My man said he good. He good. No. That's not good enough. For years, we've let offensively talented coaches slip through our fingers so Harbaugh could hire his buddies. To me, that's a detriment. Now, we did fine with bringing back Mike McDonald. I think he's working out well, but offensively, we've squandered too many years of Lamar's career, and the team is suffering because of it. This team has struggled with free agents and draft picks because Harbaugh wants his guys. Fire boys, not guys that can play, but good guys without an edge. I'm not saying we need criminals on this team, but we need some dogs. We don't have a lot of dogs. Fortunately, we traded for Roquan Smith. We got lucky on that one. But collectively, we don't have dogs on this team. We don't have people with killer mentalities. To me, it starts with the head coach. John Harbaugh coaches not to lose games. He doesn't coach to win. Justin Tucker is used as a crutch. We play just to get in field goal range, kick a field goal, hope the defense shut somebody down and run the clock out. It's not today's NFL, and it's not working. His conservative nature is killing this team. I've read an article saying that his inability to adapt to the modern NFL is what's hurting him. Being Jack Harbaugh's son and trying to live up to Jack Harbaugh's reputation is killing this team. And that may have worked 15 years ago, but it is not working today. So if John Harbaugh is truly this top 5 coach that everybody speculates he is, it's time to adapt and adjust to today's NFL, and not with retreads and guys that you like and think are cool and you can hang out and be buddy with. We need guys that can play, and it's not all on John Harbaugh. Part of this is on EDC. We don't draft guys that play football. We don't draft guys that are highly talented at football. We draft projects, we draft good character guys, we draft speed, height, and weight. Never do I hear them say we look for football players. Guys that eat, sleep, and ish football. And I know y'all gonna kill me in the comments like, oh, Harbaugh's this, Harbaugh's that. Is he really? Because to me, there have been 3 chapters in John Harbaugh's coaching career. First chapter, where he inherited a truly dominant team and won a Super Bowl. Chapter 2, when he got rid of those alpha dogs and we struggled mightily. Chapter 3, drafted Lamar Jackson and changed the fortunes of this franchise. Now, as we enter into chapter 4, what is John Harbaugh going to do with this team? Is he going to coach it the way it needs to be coached, or is he going to let his ego drag us down to the abyss? Let me know.